Shakur Stevenson shocked the boxing world by announcing his retirement on X. Shakur was so frustrated by the decision made by WBO that he decided to hang up his gloves. Shakur posted this on X as he stated, "I'm officially retiring from the sport of boxing. I'll be in the gym forever perfecting my craft and helping the next generation become great and chase their dreams, but I ain't FW this week boxing game." This was announced in response to the announcement that the WBO had ordered Emmanuel Navarrete to face Dennis Baranchyk for one of the lightweight belts that Devin Haney had vacated upon moving to 140 pounds. This announcement meant that Shakur Stevenson wouldn't be fighting Navarrete, resulting him to lose the matchup, which could better his image after a mediocre unanimous decision win over Edwin de los Santos in November. Shakur responded to this by saying, "This is sickening, shit is disgusting," and later, "I might's well retire." Top Rank didn't comment on Shakur's retirement announcement, with WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman didn't respond to an email regarding Stevenson's announcement. The trainer godfather of Shakur Stevenson, Wally Moses, was unable to hold in his laughter when asked about Shakur's announcement. He stated, "I'm not going to react but because I don't think it's a real retirement. It started with a statement where he made something to the fact saying that all these guys in boxing, I should retire. They took it and ran, and he started maybe feeding off of that just for the laughs. His love for boxing is bigger than that." Shakur is easily considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. After winning the WBC lightweight title in November of 2023, big names were put forward as Shakur's next opponents. One of those names was Devin Haney, who was the undisputed 135 lb champion before making the shift to the super lightweight division. He is currently the reigning WBC champion in that division. Haney's father and trainer, Bill Haney, when asked about Shakur's retirement, thought that it was nothing but a publicity stunt. He stated, "As far as the retiring and the conspiring going on in boxing, we got a recent retirement, or is it a publicity stunt with the Stevenson team?" He also thought that this announcement could be a result of frustration faced by the young boxer, and he should be given some time.
Coach Wally Moses was concentrating on the yesteryear. We all in box-sided was blindsided with the present, that it might be some frustration with Shakur Stevenson. And I told everyone, I said, the development, give the guy time. Give the guy time and let him develop it. Let him develop, I should say.
British promoter Eddie Hearn believes that Shakur wasn't even in the race for the WBC title, but he does get why he's frustrated.
Sometimes fighters don't necessarily realise how the game works. Like, he boxed for the WBC title at lightweight. Once you do that, you put yourself out of the position in other rankings. So when Navarrete moves up from 130 to 135, he becomes the automatic mandatory under WBO rules. And then they just go to the next in line. So Shakur Stevenson wasn't really even in the running for the WBO title, but he would think, I should be getting that. But really, Top Rank will make the fight, and then maybe he fights the winner. So, you know, a little bit of toys out the pram. But I get why he's frustrated, because he wants to be a great, you know, and he wants to win all the belts. But I'm sure he'll get his opportunity in time.
We don't think he has retired.
Absolutely not in a million years.
George Kambosos was oblivious to Shakur's retirement when he was asked about it. He said that he is focused on his mega fights and wishes the best to Shakur for the future. He stated, "What do you mean he retired? This is the first time I heard of it. I'm very focused on my mega fight with Lomachenko. So, you know, first time I'm hearing of it. That's very unfortunate sometimes, you know, these things happen. So all the best with whatever you do in your next part of your chapters. But, well, that's interesting." Jeff Mayweather thinks that Shakur is not going to retire, and if he does, it'll be very shocking to him as he's still young and in his prime. He stated, "Don't believe it's gonna happen. I mean, I think he's too young, and he's actually at the peak of his career. There's so many big fights out there that he can take. I mean, I would be very shocked if he really retires." Isaac Cruz said that he only focuses on his career, so it really doesn't matter if Shakur Stevenson retires. His promoter Sean Gibbons was a bit harsh on Shakur as he thanked God that Shakur retired.
There was a fight that a lot of people wanted to see. It was you versus Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson said he's retired. I don't know if it's true or not. Just what's your thoughts on, you know?
Pues igual, a mí no me importa la carrera de los demás, yo me enfoco en lo mío y yo me estoy preparando para conseguir mi objetivo, que es ser campeón del mundo.
I'm just really focused on my way. I don't take presence of other careers. I focus in my career, and I wish to be a world championship, and that will be happening. That's my focus.
We said we want to fight. We want to fight Ryan. We want to fight Rollies. We want to fight anybody.
Anybody but Shakur Stevens. I'm happy he retired, thank God. And, you know, Shakur's a great fighter, but with a style like Isaac Cruz, the guy, he would be running worse than Rigondeaux. So.
Stevenson didn't have a fight on the card to start 2024. He was very vocal and complained of other boxers, the likes of Vasily Lomachenko ducking him in favor of an IBF lightweight title match against George Kambosos. The WBO's announcement was definitely the last straw, as stated by Michael Benson, Shakur Stevenson, claiming he's now retiring from boxing after hearing that the WBO have ordered Emmanuel Navarrete vs Denis Berenchik for the vacant WBO lightweight world title. Shakur had previously called out Navarrete to challenge him for his WBC belt. Talking about premature boxing retirements, Teofimo Lopez announced his retirement immediately after scoring a unanimous decision win over Josh Taylor last June to win the ring and WBO junior welterweight championships. But, unsurprisingly, he will be back in the ring on February 8 to defend against Jermaine Ortiz. Manny Pacquiao once announced his retirement prior to his third bout with Timothy Bradley in 2016 in order to devote his full attention to his political career, but was back in the ring less than 7 months later for a fight with Jesse Vargas. There's also Tyson Fury, who announced his retirement in 2017 and 2022, and then stated in an ESPN article last October that he was interested in signing a contract for another 10-fight deal. Keeping all these retirement scenarios in mind, it is very likely that Shakur Stevenson will be back in the boxing ring. If he doesn't, he will retire with an undefeated record of 21-0 with 10 knockouts. So what do you think about Shakur Stevenson's retirement situation? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.